and Energy, Honorable Cornelia Shilunga, the Chairperson of the Kharas Regional Council, Honorable Joseph Isaacs, Chiefs, Chairpersons and Councillors of Traditional Authorities present here today. I saw them in front of me here. Managing Director of NEMPower, Mr. Kahenge Olufu, understood he's not here, he is represented today. I take note of your presence, sir. The Beersheba Constituency Councillor and a Member of Parliament, Honorable Jeremias Goeieman. The community members present here. Captains of industry. We heard various names of various ministries like NEMPower, MICT, Kharas Regional Council, and you name it. So we acknowledge your presence. The members of the media, printed and electronic. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to begin to acknowledging the protocol as established by our Director of Ceremonies. I would like to extend a heartfelt welcome to everyone gathered here today with a special acknowledgement of our esteemed guest, Honorable Cornelia Shilunga, the Deputy Minister of Mines and Energy, and Mr. Kahenge Olufu, the Managing Director of NEMPower. Your presence here underscores the importance of this initiative and reflects your commitment to improving the lives of our citizens. It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you today at this significant event, the official inauguration of the 8 services, Constancia 1 and 2, Enoch, Chakalsdraai, and Chakalsvlei electrification project. Electricity is not merely a utility. It is a fundamental human right that plays a crucial role in fostering development. Access to electricity empowers both individuals and communities, enabling them to enhance their livelihoods, pursue educational opportunities, improve healthcare service, and create jobs. This access is especially crucial in rural areas where electricity has historically been scarce. By providing a reliable supply of electricity, we not only elevate living standards, but also mitigate the rural-urban migration that often occurs in search of better opportunities. Problems faced by the towns. Normally, people seek employment in an urban town and relocate from the rural places to the urban areas. Therefore, you are facing the issue of urbanization, where the local authorities cannot provide the basic services. Therefore, the government is bringing the services closer to you, bringing the electricity for you not to go and seek for electricity in Ketmachu, for example. The collaboration among the Mines and Energy, NEMPower, the Regional Council, and the Office of the Governor has been pivotal in ensuring inclusivity in our development initiatives. The collaboration amongst the Mines and Energy, NEMPower, the Regional Council, and the Office of the Governor. My apologies, I repeat that part. Together we have worked diligently to ensure the electricity provision is balanced across our rural areas in the Kharas region. This momentous occasion marks a significant step forward in our commitment to enhancing the quality of life for our rural population through improved access to essential services. I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to NEMPower for their commendable gesture in allowing the Governor's Office the opportunity to identify at least 2 or 3 locations annually for consideration in the provision of electricity. I'm proud to confirm that through this initiative, we have successfully connected several areas that were previously without electricity. And some of you are sitting here today, therefore you can say whether it's true or not. The following places are now beneficiaries of these vital services, which is Lavrens in the Patani area, Vergenoeg in the Blauwes area, Witdrif in the Warmpad area, Valgras A, B, C and D, and the extension in Kudanwas. These connections represent not infrastructure improvements, but also a brighter future for our communities. This initiative not only demonstrates NemPower's dedication to community development, but also reflects collaboration spirit that is vital for progress in our region. Therefore, allow me to take this opportunity to extend my sincere commendations to the Office of the Managing Director of NemPower. Your leadership and vision have been pivotal in the successful completion of these projects. It is a privilege for me to witness the inauguration today of several locations that my office has proposed as part of this initiative. We are extremely happy for all beneficiaries who will now enjoy reliable electricity access. This achievement stands as a testament to our government commitment to development and progress. The development disproves claims made by those who propagate that our region is neglected or denied opportunities to grow. Looking ahead, I would like to mention that we have submitted additional locations for consideration in the future projects. Places like Kameelrivier, Nieuweput, and Swartwater. We remain committed to ensuring that every corner of our region receives the attention it deserves. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone involved in making this project a reality. In conclusion, let us come together to celebrate this significant milestone that we strive towards a brighter future, brimming for opportunities for all residents. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to each of you on this momentous occasion.
Bind ons ook na die rest van die land, maar ook na die rest van die wêreld. Ons het nou net gesien, toe ons nie elektrisiteit gehad het nie, het ons ook nie 'n sound system gehad nie. En so is dit vir ons 'n prioriteit as die streeksregering om toe te sien dat die afdelings wat platteland in het, moet hulle se ontwikkeling kry. Nou u weet, die regering het 'n visie plaasgevind. Elke regering het 'n agenda. En onze agenda word ingelyf in die verskillende NDP's. Ek dink ons is nou by die NDP 6. En nou hierdie NDP's is vir ons 'n voertuig wat vir ons na die Vision 2030 toe vat. En teen die tyd dat ons Vision 2030 bereik, moet die streeksregering, omdat die sentrale regering hierdie functions delegeer het na die streke toe, na die regions toe, moet die regions nie in slaap lê nie. Want dit is hoekom ons regional councils het. So die regional councils toesien dat daar water is, toegang tot water, dat daar toegang tot elektrisiteit is, dat daar toegang tot basiese dienste is, veral areas wat ver of weg is van die proclaim municipale areas. Die areas noem ons die platteland. En ons is vandaag in die platteland waar ons vandaag hierdie inauguration, waar is inhuldiging, saka Afrikaans, inhuldiging. Maar dat komt naar Maro hier kakai. Collega. Dat ons die inhuldiging vandaag vier. En dat die regering, die streeksregering, of we beginnen met die nationale regering, met die streeksregering nog steeds toegewijd is om verder uit te brei, om naar die areas te gaan wat nog niet het nie. Dit is ook belangrijk dat ons, as dit is, dat hierdie dienste nie gelewer word nie, onze ontevredenheid moet uitspreek. We have to express ourselves, our discontent, if the leaders fails to bring services to the people. Because by virtue of policies, there are policies already in place. for our people, even in the rural areas, to be connected to the services they so need. And for that reason, we are here to celebrate. We are here to embrace. We are here to thank the government, from the central government to the regional government, for the gesture. But not only the gesture, but to respond to our plight. Our plight is also to gain development. Now I'm closing. In conclusion, die streeksregering se mandaat is om die socio-economic characteristics van die region te beplan. Dit is die absolute mandaat wat ons het, om die socio-economieke characteristics van die regions te beplan. Om seker te maak dat onze mense in die platteland ook hulle se lewensstandaard promote. dat hulle se lewensstandaard verbeter word, ge-enhance word. Dit is hoekom ons councillors is. Dit is hoekom ons politieke leiers is. Dit is hoekom ons hier is om hierdie dienste na u toe te bring. Daarom wil ek weer eens sê, ek is dankbaar om vandag deel te wees van besluite wat in die central government geneem is en wat na die regional government toe gebring is en wat in die regional councils besluite geneem is en dat ek die hoof is van die besluite, omdat ek die streekhoof is, let's say in the supreme governing body is the regional council, and by virtue of the decision taken by the central government through the line Ministry of Mines and Energy, we are working in collaboration. We are harmonious and we complement each other. The one the national, the other one the regional. So that is your government to the people. I so thank you.
After the completion of various internal processes, Nampower began the work that is mandated by government, that of expanding electricity supply infrastructure to rural areas to improve the socio-economic conditions of Namibian people. The scope and works for this project involved the construction of medium voltage and low voltage networks to provide electrification to several localities in the Kharas region. The project included the connection of households and boreholes. Jackal's Flay project was completed on 21 July 2024, whereas the one for Jackal's Dry and Niverkalk were finalized on 13 December 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm proud to witness the completion and inauguration of these electrification projects in the presence of our Deputy Minister and shareholders, traditional and regional local authorities, and most importantly, in the presence of the esteemed beneficiaries of the project, the community. The value of the Jackal's Flay project is 3.1 million Namibian dollars, with the electrification of Jackal's Dry and Niverkalk costing 3.7 Namibian dollars respectively, which we believe is a humble investment set towards the socio-economic upliftment that this successful project will bring to all the benefiting communities. Electricity is an indispensable force driving all economic development opportunities, and it is our hope that this power will make a meaningful difference in the lives of the beneficiaries. I believe that universal access to modern energy services is a prerequisite for poverty eradication and an enabler of human and economic development. Unfortunately, getting electricity access more quickly to vulnerable rural populations remains challenging, but as Nampower, we are determined to fulfill our mandate. One of Nampower's strategic areas of interest is unlocking the value of electricity sector collaboration through that, support the acceleration of electrification and develop the economy. Electrifying these communities and boreholes will improve individual quality of life and enable business entities to carry out professional services. Honorable Deputy Minister, NamPower has since its inception intentionally made significant impact to the development of Namibia. The reliable supply of electricity to Namibia and beyond is embodied in all economic and social development goals of the country, such as Vision 2030, the National Development Goals, as well as the Harambee Prosperity Plans. Among the key provisions for the Vision 2030 include the transformation of Namibia into an industrialized country of equal opportunities, which is globally competitive, realizing its maximum growth potential on a sustainable basis, with improved quality of life for all Namibians. Knowing the gravity of the responsibility that NamPower is charged with, the provision of reliable, secure electricity is a duty we are committed to fulfill if we are to achieve our national development goals. While we are proud to inaugurate these rural electrification projects this afternoon, we are equally proud to mention that there are more of these projects still to come in this region. NamPower currently has one more project that is at award stage in the pipeline, one project at Niveput and Camille Rafir, where the regional leadership has requested NamPower to electrify. The project is valued at $7.8 million Namibian dollars. We also look forward to officially inaugurating it once it is completed. In conclusion, I am indeed honored and happy to stand here on behalf of NamPower to hand over yet another successful rural electrification project. It is another milestone in our ambition towards providing electricity towards rural communities to improve the standards of living for each Namibian, as well as to increase economic and commercial activities in their communities. We are committed to joining hands with the government to see this vision to come to pass. Thank you.
Sachika, our director of the proceedings, Honorable Aletta Fredericks, the governor of Kharas region, and hereby represented by Honorable Gaudensia Krone. Honorable Joseph Isaacs, chairperson of the Kharas Regional Council, Honorable Jeremiah Huyeman, the councillor for the constituency Beersheba. I would also like to recognize all other regional councillors and local authority councillors that might be present here this morning. Nice. Honorable Fleer Macy, our former member of parliament. Can we give him a round of applause? And in the same vein, I would also like now to recognize Honorable Gaudensia Krone in her own capacity now as the incoming member of parliament from Kharas. Chief Johannes Isaacs of the High Kawa Traditional Authority, Senior Traditional Councillors Martin Beaver of the Kharas Traditional Authority. Yes, Kharas is also here. Thank you very much. I would also like to recognize Senior Traditional Councillor August Lord Stan. Yes. And in totality, I want to recognize all other members of the traditional council and traditional authorities that might be present here this morning. Mr. Kahenge Haulofu in absentia, the Managing Director of NamPower, and hereby represented by Mr. Shilongo Njaba. Mr. Abraham Hangula, the Deputy Director in the Division Energy in the Ministry of Mines and Energy, and the team from the Ministry of Mines and Energy, all other government officials that might be present here today, captains of industry, community members, distinguished invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, and our young people and the children. Likewise. A very good morning to all of you. Just before I get to my speech, I would like to talk about the journey to arrive here this morning. I had my first trip to this place in December 2022. But before that, I had a call from the governor that we need electricity in places of Jackal's Dry, Jackal's Flay, Itabises, Enoch, Constantia, and some other places. And then I said, Comrade Governor, we will make sure that we electrify the places that you are talking about. But then she insisted that I visit those places. And meanwhile, Honorable Fleer Macy, when he was a fellow member of parliament, also consulted. And then Honorable Isaacs. I'm not sure as to why he's not here this morning. I wish he was here, because he kept on knocking on my door and I was assuring him we will electrify the places. We then visited the places and made a promise that we will come back as soon as possible. But first it was Jackal's Dry. And we came to Jackal's Dry, Honorable Councillor. We came to Jackal's Dry and I left a note to say we'll come back soon. So we came back soon. And while the project was has advanced, then I saw some members of the community of Jackal's Dry up in arms in my office. And I eagerly wanted to hear what was happening, and they were saying, Honorable Minister, you were at our place, Jackal's Dry, and you promised that you will come back soon with the electrification. Now the electrification has arrived, but it is in Jackal's Flay, not Jackal's Dry. And I called the Deputy Director, Mr. Abraham, sitting there. What was happening? I thought we were in Jackal's Dry. And of course it was not in Jackal's Dry, it was in Jackal's Flay. Because you know, when you come to Windhoek and you tell us Jackal's Dry, Flay, when we came here, we did not make a distinction. So it went to Jackal's Flay instead of going to Jackal's Dry first. But the project has already gone in advance, and Jackal's Flay was also another place that needed to be electrified, from which we recognize the significant progress we have made together. And if you find me in Kharas and ask me, Cornelia, where are you from? I will tell you I'm from Itabises. This is my place in the Kharas region. As we mark this occasion, it is fitting to reflect on the legacy of our founding father, Dr. Sam Nujoma. He championed development that benefited all Namibians, and the Vision 2030 that he so facilitated embodies his dream of universal access to modern services, including electricity. His vision was not just about infrastructure. It was about ensuring that every community, no matter how small, had the opportunity to thrive. And today, we continue to fulfill that legacy, ensuring that communities like Itavises and all others are not left behind. I also wish to express our deep gratitude to Nampower for their invaluable collaboration with the government in bringing electricity to these communities. These projects are co-funded by Nampower and the Ministry of Mines and Energy, reflecting our shared commitment to ensure that all Namibians have access to reliable electricity. Yes, Itavises is a small village, ladies and gentlemen. It only has fewer than 30 households. And in the context of rural Namibia, it remains one of our smallest communities. However, small does not mean insignificant. Communities that come together, work hard together, maximize their resources, can change their destiny. And let me share with you an example. There was once a small village like Itavises, very remote, with little industry and few prospects. However, its people refused to accept their limitations. They formed cooperatives, invested in community gardens, and established small-scale businesses. When electricity arrived, it became a catalyst for transformation. They started producing embroidery and crafts for nearby towns. They built a small cold storage facility, allowing them to sell fresh produce. With access to power, they could now charge their phones, communicate better, and coordinate efforts. Over time, what was once an isolated, struggling community became a model of resilience and self-sufficiency. Itavises too, and all other places, has this potential. With electricity, access to markets in Kietmans and Mariental are now open. It is now up to the people of Itavises to seize this opportunity and shape their own success stories. So next time I would visit Itavises, I will expect to see some businesses running because of the provision of electricity. This electrification project is part of a broader government effort to bring power to our rural communities. Between 2023 and 2024, the Ministry of Mines and Energy funded and supervised 4 electrification projects in the Kharas region, connecting a total of 45 households. 25 households in Itavises, 8 households in Constantia, 5 households in Enoch. This investment, amounting to approximately 7.43 million, was awarded through a competitive tender process, ensuring the best value for public funds. Gentlemen, Nampower also carried out 3 additional projects in the region. While the cost details were already presented by Mr. Shilongo Njaba, I would also like to recognize the impact of these connections. 14 households and 1 borehole in Nivekalk. Are we not happy? 13 households and 1 borehole in Jackals Dry. And 25 households in Jackals Flay. This means that in total, about 98 households and 2 boreholes now have access to electricity, a step in expanding rural electrification, and a life-changing investment for those households. I must extend special thanks to the people of Jackals Dry due to a clerical mix-up that I have already explained. Jackals Flay was electrified first, though Jackals Dry was initially scheduled for earlier connection. When this was realized, the Jackals Dry community responded with patience and understanding, demonstrating the spirit of unity that defines Namibians. We thank you for your cooperation and resilience. The community of Jackals Dry. So when we explained to Jackals Dry that, okay, let us now just, they say, relax, and we'll come back. They did not fight back, they did not argue, they just accepted it, and we did it. And we have to thank them for that. The electrification of rural areas is not without its challenges. Some might ask why electrification is so costly, especially when rural household connection can cost up to approximately 150,000. It is important to clarify that this is not the cost for all electrifications. It is specific to sparsely populated communities where distances are vast and infrastructures must be extended over long distances. Just imagine from here to Enoch, how many kilometers? To Constantia, and that is why long distances are expensive. In peri-urban areas, the cost per connection can be as low as 20,000 to 40,000 Namibian dollars, depending on the local conditions. Ladies and gentlemen, Kharas is one of the largest regions in Namibia, yet it has one of the smallest population. In a country with one of the lowest population density in the world, this makes electrification especially expensive. However, rural-urban migration is also reshaping our electrification needs as more people move to towns and peri-urban settlements. These areas require accelerated electrification. The government is balancing efforts to ensure that both rural and growing urban areas receive the necessary electricity infrastructure. And I want to tell you that we are not done with Kharas yet. And we have heard from the speech of the governor that there was a request for further connections to be done in places like Nivapit and also Swartwater and some others. That is why for the year 2025 and 2026 financial year, the Ministry of Mines and Energy have allocated 12 million Namibian dollars for electrification to the Hardap and Kharas region. For electrification, we are in negotiation with Nampower to supplement this budget. And we are further exploring additional funds from the National Energy Fund and development partners. While it is too early to announce the final allocation for Kharas, we assure you that it will exceed previous investments. So you will get more funds to electrify the rest. This commitment aligns with the National Electrification Policy of 2022, which seeks to electrify all households by the year 2040 or even sooner. We are working tirelessly to accelerate this timeline, knowing that electricity is a key enabler of economic growth, education, and healthcare. In this regard, the establishment of the RO, Regional Electricity Distributor, a RED, will be a game changer. By working closely with local authorities, particularly Hetman's municipality through KEPU, we will streamline efforts and optimize resources to accelerate the electrification in Kharas and the hard-up regions. A well-managed RED will ensure that electricity provision is efficient, is affordable, and sustainable for all our communities. While grid expansion remains a priority, off-grid solutions provide a viable alternative. The latest census indicates that 10% of the Kharas households rely on off-grid energy, primarily solar power. Modern solar technology is more efficient than ever, with improved battery storage and reliability. A well-designed with the right standardized technology, such as solar panels and lithium-ion batteries, can cost between 20 to 50,000 Namibian dollars, making it cost-effective option compared to grid extension. Households with off-grid systems avoid monthly electricity bills, allowing them to reinvest savings into their livelihoods. The Ministry of Mines and Energy is developing a comprehensive off-grid program that fosters collaboration between the end users and the private businesses. This will allow rural households to access power immediately rather than waiting for years for grid expansion. And as I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I want to emphasize that today we do more than just to turn on lights. We ignite possibilities. We enable communities to grow. We enable communities to build and communities to prosper. And to the people of Itavises, the people of Jackal's Dry, Jackal's Flay, the people of Enoch, Constantia 1 and 2, I urge you, this is your opportunity. Make use of it wisely, work together, create businesses, and build sustainable futures. Let this electrification be more than just a service to you. Let it be the foundation of progress and economic growth of your communities. And while I am towards the end, I also want to caution. Electricity is a basic need. We need electricity, but we also need to respect on how to use this electricity and how to take care and maintain these infrastructures and the lights and the switches that are in our homes. Electricity kills. Please be careful in handling all these systems that we are giving you. Ladies and gentlemen, in my conclusion, as an African proverb wisely states, a single bracelet does not jingle. It is through unity and cooperation that we build a stronger, more electrified Namibia. And at this end, I would like to thank the officials of the Ministry of Mines and Energy. I would like to thank Nampower. I would like to thank or to register our gratefulness to the cooperation we got from the Regional Council, to the contractors, to the communities of Itabises, Jackals Dry, Jackals Play, Enoch, and Constantia 1 and 2, and all other localities. I would want to say we have worked together and we have delivered electrification to all these places. It was because of that unified effort that we had as a community of Namibia. May we applaud ourselves. It is now my singular honor with these words, ladies and gentlemen, to officially inaugurate the electrification projects that have happened here in the Kharas region. And I thank you,
meaning now our children can study, we can charge to us. At this juncture, I think we agreed that Mr.
Much for the opportunity granted to me to express a word of gratitude. A very easy task. I will just say thank you, everybody, and sit down. Of Madi. Honorable Deputy Minister, Honorable Cornelia Shidunga, Chairperson of the Kharas Regional Council, Joseph Kilo Isaac, Osiko Denisia Krone. Sy het nou vir my gesê, hoekom sy nie Namatal so goed ken. Sy is blijkbaar van 'n onderwyser gesê, ek sal nie my tyd mors met iemand wat sulke hare het om so 'n persoon Namatal te leer. I can remember at one service the Bishop of the Army Church was asking, "Oh, you can also speak that language." Better late than never. Welkom Pastor Jars met die delegatie. Kijk ze doen gewoon je graag doen. Je mag bij mij hoe zo laat je weer een It's so disheartening, Honorable Deputy Minister. I don't know, but I don't see the contractors here. I have a case to make against them too. Some households at the localities that you have mentioned have been excluded by the contractors. I don't know for what reason, but this came to our attention only whilst the electrification was at a very advanced stage. And I'm trying to remedy the situation, and therefore I am glad you are here. Some people will maybe talk to you one-on-one, I think in Jackal's Dry, 3 households have been excluded, and in Niverkalk, 2 households. This story is known to the contractor, to the consultant, to the acting CRO, to the chairperson, the Kharas Regional Council. So I hope it will be rectified soon. I should also thank you, Honorable Deputy Minister, for making promises and then fulfilling your promises. I know when she traveled together with me to Jackal's Dry, she was very nervous. How will the people receive me? But when we came there, the people start singing, and then I told her, die situation is anders as wat ons verwag het. Mense kan nie sing en dan baklei nie. Dis nie hoe ons dit doen. Use the electricity to uplift our social and economic life. Ais na sokuru, sing amahu. Sois kohuna, sing amahu. Elektrisiteit di Kharas is een machine, so amat sing Tuanan lera hamana nam kolstva khwaita since assignment di krag da uaje na apna amai ip uiba khara ida ko khuna khwachot tuana tv se ko gai in English and mountain ho amai. With those said, I would like to come to the part I was assigned for, and this is just to say thank you to the Deputy Minister once again for keeping her promises. Also convey our thanks to the Honorable Minister of Mines and Energy, Honorable Tomal Hoento. I would like to thank all the officials from the Ministry of Mines and Energy, including my good friend Mr. Abraham Hangula, the Deputy Director for Energy. Let me thank the Honorable Chairperson, Joseph Isaac, for making a turn at each services and to attend to this program. I don't know whether he was already in each services, but he's always telling me I'm from that side. Honorable Gaudensia Cronin, our local authority councillor for the Keetmanshoek municipality, who is now counting days to be taking the oath in the National Assembly. Congratulations and all the best, my sister. She is from Chess, so she knows these services very well. Could I talk to this of my local security? Jamaica, come on. The acting CRO, Mr. Rahul Sasika, who was the director of ceremonies, thank you so much. But thank you also for being instrumental in the electrification of rural areas through your division of planning and development. And my good friend, Mekameno Shikongo, die man waarmee ek so baie stryd. Ons stryd baie. En hy sê my, Honorable, don't worry. Ek sal die goed vir jou regmaak, moenie worry. My thanks also to the governor in her absence here for blessing this occasion with a word of welcome through the mouth of Honorable Cronin. Let me thank all the officials from the Rural Services Division. I have seen the Chief Community Liaison Officer. Sy het die krag gebring toe daar nie krag was nie. Geef vir haar 'n harde hande klap. Hy maar het dan mense. Dis die mense met wie julle eers moet begin stry voor julle met goeie man stry. Thanks to Nampower for electrifying so many localities in the Berseba constituency. Let me leave that on. But thank you, Nampower. Our journey is still a long one. I'm usually telling people, Berseba constituency has a geographical surface of 30,700 and some square kilometers. So there are still many places to be electrified. Therefore, Nampower, please don't run away when you see me. I thank all the traditional authorities who are represented here this morning, all the officials from the different offices, ministries and agencies, church leaders, all the beneficiaries who received electricity through the rural electrification of the places that have been mentioned here, including me. I am also a beneficiary, from rural electrification. The media for covering this event. I see MICT, I see NBC, I see Hartklop FM, I see Nampa, I see New Era. So hulle is soos arende vandag in services. So there is no way this event cannot be covered. But I don't know, they have a very good relationship with me. They always go with me. So I'm the blue-eyed counselor. Thank you very much. The others hoor nie meer. Let me thank my able control admin officer. Where is he? There he is standing, Mr. Sixtus Marcelinus Isaacs. Die man wat nie slaap nie. Die het gesien, hy het nou ook laat gekom. Hy het nie laat gekom nie. Hy het belangrike goed gehad om af te handel. Sonder daai goed kon ons nie hierdie ding mooi maak nie. I thank him with all the office staff, to the young boys, teenage lovers. Ek hou van julle musiek, maar ek hou nie van daai een rekord van julle nie. Nama kwa di jing kabadi nama habu jing horos magan ahu jing ubi. DJ Abere, thank you very much for being here and spicing up this event. Die kinders is nou honger. Ek is 'n onderwyser en ek weet as kinders huil dan is hulle honger. So, ons moet klaar maak dat die kinders kan eet. Die kultuurgroep van Wang Amsa was Amskoli. Very good. Maar julle is nog nie klaar nie, né?
Thank you very much.
It doesn't end. It's endless. I'm telling you. We have the style. Usi para yung
Applause. I did not hear you clapping. I did not hear that hand. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.